Good morning. I am Dr. Denavo Robinson, Chair of the Elizabeth City Pascatank Board of Education. I bring you greetings on behalf of all the members of the Board of Education. There is a lot happening within our state related to COVID-19. The General Assembly K through 12 relief package was approved in two bills on May 2nd, with funding 1043 and policy changes in House Bill 704. On May 4th, Governor Cooper signed the COVID-19 relief bills into law. The bill has passed and will impact our education within our local district. Superintendent Edmonds and the administrative team are working diligently to determine all of the impacts that this will have on our school system and how to address the changes. Topics that will be discussed today will include graduation. We realize that this is something that all students, parents, and community members are anxiously awaiting to hear information on. Information will be shared later in the week, ensuring we are in compliance with the governor's stay-at-home order, the HHS, and the CDC. Today we will also talk about meal distribution updates, closing out of the 2019-2020 school year, the 2020-2021 calendar, and a task force to address closing out of this school year and reopening in 2020-21. At this time, I welcome our superintendent, Dr. Edmonds, to provide more information on these important topics. Dr. Edmonds?
Thank you, Dr. Robinson. Good morning. I'm Dr. Catherine Edmonds, the proud superintendent of Elizabeth City Pasquotank Public Schools. As Dr. Robinson shared, a lot is going on around COVID-19 in our state and in our country. We appreciate the community's flexibility as we respond to the many changes that are occurring through this school year and through the pandemic. I would like to give you a few updates, one being around the 2020-2021 school calendar. We have a school district calendar committee that drafted the calendar for the upcoming school year. Based on session laws that have recently been changed, we will now pull that committee back together to look at the requirements for the upcoming school year based on the new changes. Some of those changes are: the school year for traditional schools must begin on August 17th of the next school year, with an end date of June 11th. The one exception to this will be our early college. The early college is exempt to this calendar law for the start and end date. Our calendar committee will provide a draft at the May board meeting for our Board of Education to review and vote on. The calendar will be determined by state health official guidance as well as legislative requirements. The calendar will also include flexibility to accommodate any future issues or around COVID-19, or if there should be another spread of the virus. As we look at our remote learning plan, we appreciate all that our families have done for this school year and the support for remote learning. We had to move pretty quickly from the classroom to the cloud to make great things happen for students. Based on guidance from state officials, there will be some sort of remote learning in the upcoming school year. We have to submit a plan to the State Board of Education by July 20th, 2020 for our remote learning plan for the upcoming school year. We are seeking your feedback. We will send out a survey to our district staff, students, parents, and the community. We would like to hear from you on what are some things that worked very well around the remote learning, and where are some places that we can have some improvement for the upcoming school year. With the uncertainties of COVID-19 and where we will be as a state in August of 2020, we want to ensure that we are ready should we have to continue with remote learning. And your feedback will be crucial in the development of our plan. There have been many inquiries about when will we end the current school year and will the remote learning continue? Senate Bill 704 requires school districts to continue with the school calendar as adopted by the local boards of education. Also, Senate Bill 704 allows remote learning to satisfy the minimum instructional requirements for the 2019-2020 school year. But that is only if districts continue remote learning through the end of the year. So with that said, we must continue with remote learning through the end of the 2019-2020 school year for those instructional hours to be counted for our school district. You will receive additional guidance and feedback from your principals and your teachers on what that will look like as we close out the school year. Our child nutrition program. Our child nutrition workers and our bus drivers have been our local hometown heroes through this pandemic. They have provided such great service to our community. We would like to extend to all families that have school-age children, please utilize our food service program. You do not have to be on free, or your child does not have to be on free or reduced lunch for you to take advantage of our meal service. When we are able to have reimbursement for the number of meals served, it is imperative that we have as many children coming out to take part in our food services. The children do not have to be present for you to receive those meals. If you would just tell our workers how many meals you need, and they will ensure that you have those. And please feel free to call ahead with the number of meals that you need. Also, some of you have received already in the mail the EBT benefits. So the federal government is providing EBT cards as a supplement to our food services program. This is not to replace the meals that we are serving, but it's to help families through the pandemic to be able to provide meals at dinner time for students. So we ask that you please take advantage of our meal services that we provide, and you can find the locations on our social media platforms. And also, we will continue to serve meals throughout the month of August as we are now. The state has received a waiver from the federal government to continue to deliver meals throughout our community. So we ask that if you will, please support our meal services. Pre-K, we will have additional information for pre-K later in this week or early next week. Student packets are available for pickup on certain days, and you can find those days on our social media platforms. Our pre-K registration will begin, and those two will be available for pickup when you pick up your student packets. You can also pick those up during our office hours, and those are shared on our social media platform as they change from week to week. And the one thing that we know that many of you have been waiting for is information about our graduation and end of year events. We will have this information available for you by the end of this week. We are working with our school leaders to ensure that the activities meet the guidelines of the governor's stay-at-home order, as well as our state health official guidance. So please follow us on all of our social media platforms for this information. And also a reminder that the Superintendent Academic Team Awards will be live streamed this week. We've put those on the social media outlets and platforms so that you can see the date and the time that your school's SAT awards will be live streamed. We ask you to please join us for those events. And also, please continue to follow us on social media. This is an ever-changing, as we get information about where we're headed from the state through the pandemic. It's very fluid, and we want to keep you up to date with information as quickly as we possibly can. So please follow us on social media. We will be sharing with you in the weeks to come additional information, and we will have additional live streaming webinars as we've had today. Thank you again for your support of the Elizabeth City Pasquotank Public Schools. Now back to you, Dr. Robinson. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Edmonds. We appreciate the work that you and your team are doing. Thank you. The board extends sincere appreciation to our community for the support you have shown to ECPPS. We appreciate the support that you've shown to our students, our staff, and our families. We are very close to ending the 2020 school year. Even during this pandemic, unprecedented times, our board and district are working hard to ensure that we provide a positive and strong ending to our school year. I encourage you to join the Board of Education via live stream for our regular meeting on Tuesday, May 25th, 26th at 6:30 p.m. The meeting will be live streamed on the ECPPS website. For more information, please visit the ECPPS website and our social media. I want to thank you, and I ask you to stay safe and to protect yourself and others. Have a blessed day, and thank you.